Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Up Gaming Channel. I'm AJ Gels. Guys, we are back with Pyre. We are going to go out and seek Big Bertrude. Big Bertrude's is a sickly gathering of bog dwellers who stay within shadows, yet you can feel their eyes surveying everything the lone minstrel steps forward. Sandalwood sent us. Those words are enough to make the bog dwellers snap to attention. They emerge from the mud and dark and begin inspecting your black wagon with their strange tools. One of the bog dwellers slithers forth. She is larger than the rest and leaves no doubt that she commands the others. Thou speakest the name of Sandalwood. We would know his whereabouts. Reveal them to us. Good day to you, Big Bertrude. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, for Sandalwood always spoke highly of you and your handiwork. He did he? In turn, we know who thou must be. Yet thou speakest of the past. Sandalwood, doth he yet live? Speak plain and quickly. To be quite frank with you, madam, I do not know for certain, for I have been apart from him for some time, carrying out his will. Though I have every faith that Sandalwood, lives. As for his current whereabouts, I understand that he awaits us somewhere near Waking Wood, beyond the waters. Waking Wood, a labyrinth of a forest on the western half of the Black Basin. Few know their way around it. The path to the sacred mount, Aladiel, lies far beyond the suffocating woods. We wish to seek him there, though, as you can see, our wagon is ill-suited for the task. The one called Bertrude frowns at this, studying the lone minstrel all the while. Indeed. Then leave us. Return at dawn. That is all. By your grace, Big Bertrude. The lone minstrel turns away, but Hedwyn stops him. Hold on. Are you sure about this? Leaving the wagon in their care? All should be in accordance with my client's plans. You keep calling Sandalwood your client. He must reward you well. Aye, in a manner of speaking. He helped me find a sense of purpose I thought lost. Hedwyn nods at this, then turns to you. Well, my friend, I guess we'll see what happens, right? I'm off to let the others know. You find yourself with time for your vocations while the bog dwellers go about their business. Let's see. All right, study in private. Mentor, companion, or forge for resources. I don't think we're gonna find many resources in this kind of crap around us. I'm gonna stick to mentoring and companion. All right. How do we want to mentor? You know what? Yeah, Shay's kind of falling behind. I'm gonna. If the situation calls for it, I'm going to use her in the next right, but I also think we should mentor Shay. Me? Oh, of course. Please tell me something. I don't know, for there is lots of it. You sit down with Shay to go over some of the subtler aspects of the rites, such as the state of banishment and how to return from it. You sense she's beginning to understand. Bam. The scribes, they whisper to me. They do from time to time. Let's see here. Is it tricks of the rope collar? Rites mastery is enhancing a savage's deftness and trickery. None could predict or outsmart Kaelmer, rope collar, chief aide of the Emperor of Sar. And this one is the Grand Trader's leanings. Rites mastery is enhancing a savage's aggression and persistence. The rope collar was an idiosyncratic man whose interest he kept himself. Let's see here, Snapcast. The brief charge-up time before Shay can cast her aura is greatly reduced. Let's see here. Kaelmar Rope Collar learned to control his impulses, knowing it was necessary to his plans. Or heightened reflex. To briefly charge up time before Shay jumps or sprints is virtually eliminated. Press X. Interact to make sure. Okay, so that means she sprints instantly. I'm gonna take Snapcast. The more I think on it, I think that I don't like being banished very much. Yeah, I think I'll take Snapcast. Alright, let's continue our journey. Finds you early the next day. Reader, it is ready. Please come have a look. The others are already there. Sorry, I broke character on that one a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm trying to solidify. I'm. If it's not obvious, I'm not a voice actor. It's kind of weird when I'm trying to do the voices for all the characters, so I have to kind of remember all the personalities. Alright. Sorry, I'm stretching a little bit. The black wagon appears different now than it did even a day before. The hull is fully sealed and reinforced, and all manner of nautical equipment adorns port side. Wow. You people seeing this? I'm gonna have a look around. The wagon should be fit for sea voyage. Let us depart at your earliest convenience. What about Big Bertrude? She then appears as if on cue. Tell that Sandalwood he owes us twice over. If I may, Big Bertrude, you could tell him yourself if you wish to accompany us in our voyage north. Our group would welcome someone of your vast experience. Dare thee make flirtations upon us? No, enough. But should you see that Sandalwood, tell him also to come and visit us again. Now, be gone from here, and tell no one that we were paid in favors. She slithers off without another word. Soon the lone minstrel breaks the silence. We are fortunate that she assisted us, but we should go. Just as she said, I know the navigational controls and shall explain. This is so exciting. I don't know how to swim. Scree! Tizo seems to share Shay's enthusiasm for heading out to sea. I am beginning to feel ill already. Your black wagon became seaworthy. The sea of soils awaits. Set sail! Wyrm Gulf. You have not yet been to the region of the downside. Before she left, Big Bertrude shared knowledge of a current that should draw you out to sea. You and your companions watch the sea as your wagon rolls over the gentle waves. We have crossed into Wyrm Gulf. I hope that all of you are acclimating well. There is no acclimating to these worm-infested waters. We risk everything to sail here. Exiled worms of the sea dominion tend to seek out the cold of the downside seas. Known for being reckless and single-minded, they were perfectly suited to fill the Commonwealth's front lines. As long as we follow the cold current Big Bertrude indicated, we shall be safe. If the next ride is in the middle of the sea, how will our adversaries meet us there? They shall find their way. Ours. It is all part of the scribe's design. Now, reader, please confirm the next point of the sea on our sea journey. We seek out the hulk of oars. According to the stars, the next ride shall soon commence here. A carcass of the doomed exploring vessel Desarbin lost in the waters of the downside. Alright. So your flooded waters off the coast of Flagging Hands. Bertrude's instructions are to navigate the maze of maws in a curving route bearing northeast. I like this upbeat traveling music. Makes me smile. The wagon continues rolling gently across the waves, which seems to you a welcome change of pace after having come from the flagging hands not very long ago. However, Jadariel seems more concerned now than ever, and paces ceaselessly. What's wrong with me? When she notices Ruki, she stops him for some questioning. Greentail, how is he doing? Who? Edwin? He's pretty much the same. Been up all night, retching into the waters, if I had to guess. His first time out at sea. His first. She turns to you. Reader, please check on Hedwyn. When you have the opportunity, he requires our support, and we require his swift recovery. You wish them a good afternoon as you go to check up on the others in your group. Later, you find Hedwyn looking out of sorts. Jeez. Oh, hello, my friend. It's just... the sea hasn't been good for me, I guess. It's funny, all this trouble just to get back to the Commonwealth of all places. Hey, tell me something. What do you miss the most about that place? Hedwyn wants to know what you miss the most about your past life. See here, sure, it was highly illegal, though just the same, you miss having had access to those volumes. Your life was almost always difficult, but several of your long-time confidants did help you get by. Your mouth waters, and you thought, at the thought of it, at least compared with what passes for sustenance here. You have made conscious efforts to discard most of your memories of living in the Commonwealth. Say friends. You tell him that there were those who did support you over the years, and that it pains you now to be apart from them. Yeah, I hear you, my friend. There's someone I miss terribly back there myself. I'm sure that when you make it out of here, your loved ones will be waiting. Anyway, I'll be fine, I think. Thank you for checking up on me. You sense he wishes to be alone. There's not much to be done for him now. Or, not much to... whatever. Sorry for my interruption, reader. Please again confirm the next point in our voyage. Blah, blah, blah. According to Bertrand, the celestial landmark you seek is beyond the strait. By the scribes, the sea! I didn't know it was so beautiful. Having escaped the waters of the Wyrm Gulf, you now can see what must be the hulk of Oris far on the horizon. Not everyone on the sea voyage, however. Tizo is wondering if Hedwyn is feeling better. He requires further rest, Tizo. All we can do is wish him a swift recovery. Reader, sir, from this point, our voyage must diverge from Bertrude's instructions. Please consult with your companions about which course to take. Jeez, I still can't go inside and check out the I can't think what it's called. The Black Wagon. Under King Pass, the north current towards the Hulk of Oris runs as quick as Under King Oris himself. Shay believes that the 8 scribes shall bless you here. Fathomless Trench. The south current towards the Hulk of Oris teems with fish and other sea life. Tizo wants to fish for something tasty here. Blessing. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be some sort of item, but I'll take the buff, or what I'm gonna guess is a buff. You find Shay gazing down into the depths. The water is so very beautiful, and yet it's very dangerous. They always said it's very dangerous if you fall in or drink enough of it. But the scribes, they have protected us, and they're watching, I just know. Even out here in the waters of the Undurking Oris, they urge us on. I feel it. I just know. There's no denying that the north current sends you quickly on your way. Perhaps it is the thought of reaching land again, but you can sense a spring in everybody's step. Your companions gain +2 quickness for the next rite. Sweet. At last you arrive at the Hulk of Oris after journeying across the sea. It seems the next rite is to commence here soon, though there is no sign of your next adversaries yet. Page revealed. Down the river. Alright, so there's Jadariel. Silver cudgelhead? Is that a limbless, cold-blooded creature rescued from the sea. It is fully grown and has led a rich life. Interesting. Reader, a moment of your time. You ask what is on her mind. Hedwyn. He is beginning to recover from his illness. However, its sudden onset serves as a reminder, I believe. I've known Hedwyn since he was a child. Even now, I hesitate to say that he has grown. Nevertheless, there are such things that even I would never say to him directly. For instance, I struggle with his confidence at times. Whether he leads us to our freedom or doom, I am ambivalent. Speak not a word of this to him, of course. In case that is unclear, I shall tell him in my own way, if and when the time requires. In any case, when times remind me of his mortal weakness, I end up having to consider what should happen should we become separated permanently. She trails off a while. What I mean to say is, you should know that I am fully pledged now to this quest of ours, whether Hedwyn is the one to lead us to its end or not. I have my reasons. One of them is him. I expect the same holds true for you. That is all I wish to say. Take care, reader. She nods and brushes past you toward the door. Alright, we seen on this. Nautical bell. Amongst the black wagon seafaring equipment, Hedwyn uses it to signal when food's ready. What's this stuff? Nothing for now. Drive imp. That won't check the book of rights. Let's talk to the Beyonder Crystal. What's on her mind? There's an undulation I've sensed, reader, which means I think that your black wagon sails the seas. Am I not right? And of course I am. She laughs at this, or at herself, perhaps. I scarce remember the sea. It has been a little while since I bathed in it, you understand? My memories of it are wistful nonetheless, although, if I remember correctly, the Sea of Solace is a disgusting mockery of the Emerald Seas near the Empire. Do be careful out there, will you? Now, let me cease my prattling, lest I extend my sentence by another such eternity or two. We had best stick to business. Alright, Book of Rights. Red Empire's collapse. Down the river. The Emperor Salim Moore knew not of this, of course. His expedition yielded not the treasure he desired, but brought him closer to his country than he had ever been before. As he traveled down the river Sklorian in pursuit of greed, he found instead an inkling of shame. He saw the sunken faces of his people, heard their words for him. In time, he could not ignore it, and it proved more than he could bear. The river finally claimed him, his belongings, and his retinue. Once the people heard, I understand, they cried with joy. Perhaps he ought to have perished, but the mercy shown to him, I think, is what transformed him. Alright, man. You know, my big question right now is how long is this game? Because, you know, we're seeing this in this Book of Rights, you know, like, we're getting through all this, but, like, what are all these tabs here? It's like, because we've already completed, like, what, like 4 of these rights now? And, you know, if you follow, like, that thing in the stars, you know, it's following that, like, N shape. Is it, like, chapters? Like, all of those rights are in, like, one chapter? Like, I don't know. If anybody can answer that question for me, can give me an approximate time, like how long this game is. Oh, hey, you guys. Funny running into you out here, right in the middle of the drink. Know what I mean? Got a lot of customers today, so have a look. I'll give you a good deal. What's this? When aura casting raises the bear's maximum range by 8%. As always, I'll take the pinch of stardust. Honestly, I like what I have. You know, in an odd way, Tizo's not really quick. I'm honestly, I'm just gonna keep upgrading her talisman. and just keep boosting that speed as much as I can. So I'll be seeing you guys. Alright, let's commence the rites. Having landed at the Hulk of Urs, you and your fellow exiles now anticipate the hour that the rites are to commence again. What do you think, Tizo? Don't I look just like Mr. Headwind? Coo-hoo. Tizo is worried that Headwind is still feeling unwell. So adorable. Wait, I think... What's that? A serpentine creature emerges from the water, followed by several others of its kind. You recognize it as a Wyrm of the Sea Dominion. So your exiled worms, okay, blah, blah, blah. A vast and war-torn undersea regime, home to untold numbers of amphibious worms. I'm going to say worm, I don't know if that's actually how it's pronounced. Having conquered their waters, the worms clambered onto the Commonwealth shore in search of new wars. What they all are doing here, you see plain by the ritual raiments. The nearest one somehow loosens its mask. Good sirs and good ladies. So it is you that heed the summons to the glorious competition against this knight and his brigade. Well then, let us do battle now without delay. More than our freedoms is at stake here, but our very honor, and this knight fully intends to reclaim his. Oh, and lest this knight forget, he is called Sir Gillum. He salutes you all on behalf of the Pyre Hearts until the contest. He splashes out of view just as the stars above begin to shimmer with strange light. How do you like my voice for the Worm Knight? I think it's pretty spot on.
Relentless, aren't we, reader? Even the vastness of the sea was not enough to thwart your coming here unto the Hulk of Urs. You would be wise not to underestimate your adversaries here, despite their pitiable look. I am, of course, referring to the Pyre Hearts. These rites are but another war to them, and that makes you their mortal enemy. I expect your battle to be glorious.
Oh, cool. We're moving in a diagonal path. It also looks like the field's a little bigger than usual. Let's see here. Your fellow exiles are gathered on the rotting decks of the Hulk of Urs. As your adversaries clamber into view, Ruki paws up to them. Say, what are you worms even doing here? Can't you just swim back to the Commonwealth or the Sea Dominion? Or wherever it is you're from? Ha-ha! Ah, an excellent point. It seems then that these adversaries and the rights are clever, wouldn't you say, sire? Just get rid of them already, Gillum. As your commanding officer, this knight hereby commands it. Hark! This knight wishes to introduce his noble commander. No Worm Knight in history has withstood as many frontline battles. Doff your helm, sire. As is our custom, may our adversaries tremble at the sight of you. Sir Gillum attends to his commander's mask despite his protests. Wait, give this knight his mask. The knight hereby presents to you the great Sir Deluge. A noble visage, is it not? Sir Deluge trembles and squirms. So, yeah, you can swim? Or, no? Ah, of course we knights can swim. All knights of the Sea Dominion can. But we are exiles in this land the same as ye. We can swim, 'tis true, but 'tis summarily impossible to swim back up the river down, which we were flushed to end up here. Nay, there is but one way to return. Silence, Gillum! Nobody cares, but back to your post. Sir Gillum hesitates, but does as he is told. This knight knows who you are, Nightwings, and he's not afraid of you. He somehow climbs back into his mask and coils up to his full height. Now, on guard! The exiles of the Worm Triumvirate take their positions as you focus on the Book of Rites. Yes, I was trying to give the one knight kind of like Peter when he was doing his pirate thing. Ha ha! Reader, Hedwyn's illness means he cannot help us here. He shall be counting on us. Ha ha! Alright, I'm gonna guess those guys are pretty quick, but with that, I'm gonna bring Jadariel, definitely. I'm gonna bring out some power with me. Yeah, again, definitely gonna bring out Shay and Dookie or Tizo. I want to. What do I want? Do I want Tizo or do I want Rookie? Honestly, I think Rookie's the better choice because I'm thinking we're gonna have to be dealing with some speed here. No way these Wyrm Knight bozos are faster than me. Gillum, status report. What is the enemy's position? They now stand ready to confront us, sire. A very brave triumvirate they seem this night's eye. They seem to this night's eye. But brave air-sucking monsters, one and all. Pyre hearts, be ready! God damn it, sorry. Oh shit, they are quick.
Gracious!
Oh, their aura is really cool.
The Night Wings make their mark upon the flame.
Have you noticed, like, their aura kind of,
Another banishment. That pyre's flames grow.
bang. Their aura kind of like follows them around like slime.
Au revoir now, Sedelio. Ah, yes. Their fire weakens.
This guy hit one more time. Gillum, your form is sloppy. Fight them as though your miserable life is on the line. Your words do wound me, sire. This knight gives every right his very, very best. Though perhaps we do have much to learn from such a brave triumvirate as the one whom we now face. Whose side you on? Get out there and vanquish them at once. Our adversaries stand divided. Let us take advantage of the opening.
There seems to be dissension in your adversaries' ranks. 'Tis little wonder these fool Wyrm Knights are no longer fit to serve the Commonwealth. And it is done. The you-know-who prevail. Accomplished effortlessly, I might add. The right is done.
I expected more from the Wyrm Knights of the Sea Dominion. The sea was making me a little queasy, honestly, but we still won. We won! Those worms were quick, alright, but Rookie Greentail's quicker. This knight commends you, noble Nightwings. Glorious fought indeed, and this knight shall wistfully remember this defeat until the end of his days. Silence, Gillum! This is all your fault, and now cavorting with our enemies? How dare you! This knight was but... Sorry, let me get back to the character. This knight was but attempting honorary compliments, sire. Is it not in accordance with the rights to praise one's adversaries on a worthy outcome? Worthy? This knight will show you worthy, you miserable little minnow. You are a failure, Gillum. Get now from the knight's sight.
What stirs now in the hearts of all these exiles?
Alright, sweet. Ranked up with focus training prowess, the path towards survival on the blood border. These rights make similar demands of us. Let's see here. What are our new skills? Crouching heel. When landing from a jump, Jadario briefly stuns nearby adversaries, making them drop the orb. Brazen Manner for 7 seconds after Bill deals an additional 10 damage. Ooh. That can be really useful. I'm gonna pick that one up. Oh, just barely. The 8 scribes, they so inspire me, and now I feel that I have grown somehow closer to them. Maybe. Let's see here. We have Quick Fling. Shay flings the orb faster than usual. When saluting your adversaries, Shay automatically leaps towards the orb if no one has it. Honestly, I think I'm going to take Heightened Reflex. Because that would have been a massive help. Like, for some reason I hadn't noticed that Shay takes that second to start dashing or jumping. She has to kind of charge up. So if we can get that instantaneous, she'll be a lot more useful.
Until the stars align.
I know when I read her first upgrade, I should have noticed it, but eh. You know, that I should have noticed something was up, but I don't think I've really used her that much in battle so I didn't catch it quite like that. After thwarting the Pyre Hearts in a rather one-sided contest, you at last return to the wagon with your companions. There's little discussion of the Pyre Hearts, who seem to have already swam off toward wherever next the stars directed them. Instead, your fellow exiles' attentions turn toward your companion, who is absent for the rites. How is Hedwyn? The lone minstrel makes a sound, but no words form, as yet something is troubling him. I urged him to remain bedridden. And he simply would not listen. I am very sorry, but... Wait, what? Everyone stares at the lone minstrel in stunned silence. The lone minstrel breathes a heavy sigh. But then... Hey, what's the long faces, everyone? Minstrel! I should wring that neck of yours. As I was attempting to explain, Hedwyn is already up and about, despite my having strongly recommended further rest. Those that are unaccustomed to sea voyages and take ill, they are very likely to experience further symptoms if they do not remain bedridden, or at least sedentary. Hedwyn is running a considerable risk of having to spend another night in great discomfort. What are you, a doctor? Nay, although I traveled once with one, extensively. Look, I appreciate your caution and concern, Tariq, but I'm pretty well accustomed to discomfort here, and I had to see how things turned out tonight. God, I always forget that's what the lone minstrel's first name is. I haven't had to stay out of a rite like that before. So you are back among the living then, Hedwyn? I was just seasick. Nevertheless, your full recovery requires rest. I think we all could use some rest after tonight. Anyway, thank you everyone for your concern, and I'm sorry that I worried you, or caused you further burden. He turns to you. My friend, what do you say we figure out where to go next? I'm beginning to miss being on solid ground. You follow him outside where the night sky awaits. Hey, I wanted to thank you for conducting the rite back there without me being there. I could rest easy knowing you and the others would get through it. Anyway, I'll leave you to your reading. Can't begin to imagine where we'll be off to next. We're well past anywhere in the downside I've ever been. Even Jody hasn't gone this far. He bids you a good evening as you turn your attention back to the sky. The stars shine down upon you. Seek out your destination. That's where we are. Been to that one. There we go. Triesta, the Silver Star. The Silver Star burns bright over the fissured lands of the Black Basin. Interact to determine the location of the next rite. Still further north then. Not simply north. This shall prove difficult. What's the problem? Our destination is beyond the deathless tempest. A vessel such as ours has little hope of traversing it intact. Can we go around it? Given our confrontation with the Pyre Hearts, our chances back in worm-held waters would be even worse. Come on, people, it'll just be another day in the downside. Go get yourself some sleep while we still can. Bet you'll feel better in the morning. Your opinion is infectious, isn't it? You all concur that rest is in order, for the sea journey has been taxing to everyone. Come daybreak, you shall have to find a way to sail past the deathless tempest.
Huh?
Looks like... Oh. Hi, mister. I'm so happy right now. I'm happy because I was so worried about Mr. Headwind for a while there, you know. He was so kind to me when we first met, him and Miss Jadario, and Mr. Greentail, and you too. But I just really like him. She sighs. She seems to be happy here. Say, do you, she trails off for a moment. Do you think he likes me too? Jay is wondering if you think Headwind likes her. If she is wondering how Headwind feels about her, she should just talk to him. Shay should know Headwind enjoys her company, but may not share her feelings beyond that, and change the subject. Yeah, go talk to him. Couldn't hurt. You suggest to Shay that if she has certain feelings for Headwind, that she should let him know. It is a rare privilege to feel loved. She stares at you a moment, then she begins to laugh. Oh, you're so silly, mister. I didn't mean like him like that. That's so embarrassing. Besides, I think that maybe he's a little too old. I'm gonna go cheer him up. This is a funny story. She bounds off, leaving you to ponder what just happened. Exactly. Shay gained hope for the next rite. Let's take a look here. See, I'm wondering when we start unlocking this stuff. Let's continue our journey. Well, we can go to the Ragged Rock. The north current towards Stormwall passes by old carcasses of ships long gone. Rookie spotted wreckage in the area and believes there could be valuables to find. The south current towards Stormwall brims with large sea creatures. Tizo is very eager to see the wagon head in this direction. I wanna go with my buddy Tizo, but I'm always up for getting some valuables. We could use some more money. The remnants of the shattered fleet do little to raise the confidence of your companions, given the massive deathless tempest rages to the north, not far from your position. We ought to be more concerned with the storm that is than in finding trinkets, Greentail. Oh, relax already, Jody, and let me do my job. I don't show up when you're out there keeping watch and start telling you to come off of it, now do I? You interrupt me in the middle of my work no fewer than 4 times per day. They go on like this for some time before turning to you. Investigating the wreckage is going to take time, but you may find something to show for it. Continue searching the wreckage. Yeah, why not? You suggest it may well be worthwhile to continue searching through the wreckage after having come this far. Rookie grins wide. Knew you'd see it my way, chum. Now let's see what we can get. After an exhaustive search, sorry, chum, I think I was just chasing the refraction of the sun or something. There's nothing down there. Jadario fumes at all of this, but says nothing. Jadario lost -1 hope for the next rite. Well, that sucks. You and your companions look upon the deathless tempest. The stars demand you sail beyond it, yet the very thought is beyond reason. Then something in the nearby water stirs, and from it springs something familiar. Hold, good ladies and good sirs, this knight beseeches you to hear him, if you please. What is it now, Wyrm? The rites are ended, we have no further need of you. Oh, but you do, and in turn this knight has further need of you, good lady. Out with it then. Let us be joined! Let this knight join you, please! Can you believe this, Headwind? Not really. No. Nay, look you not so surprised. Your valor in the rites did stir this poor knight's soul. He swears to you, upon his long-lost honor as a would-be knight-errant of the Sea Dominion, that he shall serve you to the end. What about your other worm friends back there, the Pyre hearts? They are base cowards! This knight can no longer abide such spineless characters, having witnessed true glory in our clash upon the hulk of Oris. Never before have we been trounced so thoroughly. And furthermore, this knight shall aid you This night shall aid your passage through the deathless tempest. Is it not that you seek passage to the north? With this night's aid you shall achieve your wish. Sir Gilliam continues to persuade you for quite some time. He seems to know a way across the storm, some sort of long-held secret across Wyrm's exile to these waters. Jadariel pulls the rest of you aside, and Hedwyn gives her a look. Are you most sure that Sandalwood would want this thing along? Mostly sure. Sandalwood wants someone for each mask, and this one seems about as good as we're gonna get. Jadariel glowers back at the Wyrm, who tries best to look presentable. Hedwyn is most gracious. He tells Sir Gilliam that if he promises to help you cross the Deathless Tempest, then he can come along for now. This knight is overjoyed, and he hereby swears to see you past the storm. Though first, this knight requires your consent. Give unto this knight your blessings in the name of the Nightwings, and thus shall he go forth. Sir Gilliam seems to be asking your permission for something. Tentatively agree that whatever he's asking so he can get on with it already. It is not clear to you as to what exactly Sir Gilliam intends to do for you right now. Let's go yes. As you begin to say something in response, Sir Gilliam cries out in triumph. He vanishes into the depths, yet through this close encounter with him, you cling to some sense of where he is going and what he intends to do. Sorry. Okay, I really like Sir Gilliam. Honestly, if I knew that he'd be a more stable character, maybe I would have picked a less obnoxious voice. But you know what? I actually kind of like the voice I'm doing. I'm sorry if there are times that I'm actually getting a little too into it and screaming. It's unintentional. I'm just having fun. Oh, that's a neat ability. Determined to prove himself to you and the Nightwing, Sir Gilliam emerges somewhere in the outer reaches of the sea, soulless, and calls out to you. Master Rita, if you can hear this knight, then he implores you now, lend him your guidance. This knight's objective ought to be not far east of here. Today we shall bring peace to this embroiled sea. Know, however, that among this knight's brethren, the actions we are about to take are highly forbidden. But they are highly just! Thus Sir Gilliam sets forth to quell the storm that rages to the north. Traverse the reef. That's cool. Hark, yonder lie the foul spawn of the unfathomed Plurnus, boiling the sea with their wrath. Exiled worms within these waters long have harbored these abominations, using them to bar passage through the downside's channels for any save this knight's own kind. Begone now from here, fiends! This night shall finish what the Underking Oris started. Hold it right there, you traitorous slug. How dare you turn your back on this knight to your superior? Superior by rank no longer, for we no longer serve the Commonwealth. Last this knight checked, here you hold no sway over this knight. And what have you done to the spawn? Have you no honor left at all? This knight has done that which required doing. His honor cannot sink much lower anyhow. He figured this would be an ideal time to free himself from servitude to you. Why, you dare to staunch the tempest for the Nightwings. Good Sir Deluge. This knight was born to dare. Now come and fight this knight if you dare as well. Pyre hearts, banish him. This is an order. Why does this feel like that thing from Tron? What now, Sir Deluge? Shall you not face this knight yourself and leave the dirty work unto your charges? Fine, Gillum, you wish to stand against your commander, then have it your way. Sir Marsh, Lady Seagrass, to me, banish now this troublemaker. You see, Gillum, you shall ever be inferior, even amongst the weakest of our kind. Gillum, where did you go? Gillum! Gillum! But Sir Gillum's banishment served as a perfect ruse for him to elude his adversaries and return to his newfound allies. This knight would say it was an honor serving you, Sir Deluge. But that would be a bald-faced lie, and yet another stain upon his blackened reputation. Until again. Wait, you lowly traitor! This knight will have your head, Gillum! I really like again, I'm gonna keep saying it. I like this character. I like this voice I'm doing for this character. If you guys find it obnoxious, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna stop it. As the day wears on, there's still no sign of the Wyrm Knight. Your companions grow. Then, hail! This knight returns with newfound tales to tell and new scars to show for them. Sir Gillum is sopping wet and visibly shaken. He struggles to maintain decorum. He is, in short, the very image of a Wyrm Knight. And more importantly, that little tempest ought no longer pose a threat, for now, behold! As if on cue, the deathless tempest begins to simmer and subside. Would you look at that? He really did it. Of course this knight did it! Now, if it would be alright with you, this knight could really use some shut-eye. The Wyrm Knight then collapses in exhaustion. You and Hedwyn help him up. A deal's a deal, Sir Gillum. Welcome to the Nightwings. Huzzah! Sir Gillum joined the group. He also revealed a path north for you. Alright, everyone. We're gonna call this one quits here, also because my voice needs a short break from that. That's a little taxing trying to do that. I hope you're enjoying this. I'm having some fun. Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links to all those are down in the description below. Please go follow me in any of those. It makes it really easy to communicate with you guys and put out channel announcements. Remember to like, comment. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. Help me grow the channel, support it, all that good stuff. Tell your friends. And until next time, guys, I'm AJ Gels, the Sound Third Gaming Channel. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'm out.